Hello friends, it's me, Professor Cat, and in this video, we're going to break some eggs. There are many ways to make money quickly in Project Gorgon. However, none may be easier for new players than joining the group Zerg event known as the Egg Run. Today, we will be taking our brand new character on a completion of the Aktaari Swarm event. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Please bear with me as I can be a fast talker and some of the parts in this video are edited quickly. You may want to pause and rewind at certain points. Timestamps are down below in the description. If you are new to this channel, we are making guides for Project Gorgon that can be used by new and seasoned players alike. Please be sure to subscribe and check out more Project Gorgon videos after you learn how we earned 60,000 councils effortlessly in 1 hour. What is an egg run? The Egg Run is a repeatable event located inside of Aktaari Cave underneath Povis. Inside of Aktaari Cave lies a nest of sword-wielding cockroaches named the Aktaari. The Aktaari come in 2 sizes, big and really big. Multiple groups of players can Zerg rush this content for lucrative rewards. Completing this repeatable event before the 1 hour timer runs out will earn items and equipment that are worth a lot of money. How do I join an egg run? The egg runs take place every other hour and last for 1 hour. This part is not optional. If you do not complete the egg run before the timer runs out, you will be removed from the Aktaari tunnels and placed back at the starting location. Now that we know egg runs start at a fixed time, we can coordinate our schedule to look for a group. Oftentimes, players will start recruiting for an egg run in global chat, then will start gathering in the casino before the run starts. Sometimes these runs are back-to-back and you can run 2 egg runs in 3 hours, if your schedule allows it. Players also recruit for egg runs in the official Project Gorgon Discord. There is a link to this Discord server in the description. If you see an egg run forming, clear your inventory and head to the casino. You will want to be in a group at some point, and the more powerful groups tend to fill up first. Just ask in nearby chat if there is a group with room for you. Ways to get to the Aktaari Cave. There are 4 ways that you can travel to the Aktaari nest. The first way is to fight your way through Aktaari Cave, but you will first need to open the large stone door that is blocking the way. The lever that you need to find to accomplish this is located not too far from this area, but it can be challenging to accomplish by yourself. The second way to get yourself to an egg run is by using the teleportation machine located in the Windy View Cave inside of Gazlock. This method requires you to be at least level 25 in teleportation, and you will also have to get your character a ways inside of the Windy View Cave. This is a fantastic place to bind one of your teleportation recalls to. We can enter the code 9664 into the teleportation machine, and it will take us as close as we can get to the Aktaari's nest. These codes can change, so it's best to ask in-game or consult the wiki depending on how old this video is at the time of you watching. The third option to get your character to the Aktaari nest is to bind yourself directly to the Acid Pit location. This can only be done from Anagoge, the starting island. You will need to give Elmataf the code 9564. This is almost the same code we used on the teleportation machine. It's offset by 100 from the previous code. Every code available to the teleportation machine can be used to bind from Anagogue by subtracting 100. This method will allow you to start a brand new character and join in on the egg runs. Just be very careful not to wander too far. You will also need to keep an eye out for egg runs because you will not be able to clear the acid pit with a brand new character. If all of this is above your gameplay experience, don't worry. The final way is the easiest way to get yourself to the Aktaari nest. Most egg runs will have a player who can open a portal directly to the acid pit location just outside of the Aktaari's nest. Any player will be able to travel through this portal. The player who can open this portal for you bound to it from Anagogue using the last method we talked about. Clearing the acid pit. We will need to clear the acid pit if we want to enter the Aktaari Cave. But luckily for us, we're on an egg run and we have a whole swarm of our own to clear it for us. If you want to learn an easy way to clear the acid pit by yourself, check out our decapitation build video linked at the top of your screen now. You can also clear the acid pit with extreme speed. This is easiest to do as a spider, but can also be done with a swimming set. The Aktaari Cave. After we clear the acid pit, we will come into an open room with a Ranelon NPC named Cheb. Cheb will offer us huge rewards depending on how far we get in the Aktaari Swarm event. More on Cheb later. In this location, there is also access to our council storage. This can be useful if you keep different builds or potions in your council storage. You can also use this storage to dump your winnings after completing an egg run if you choose. Over here on this wall, you may notice a timer that is counting down. When the timer reaches 0, it will either turn on or turn off the Aktaari event. When the event is active, a stone door will disappear, allowing access into the Aktaari tunnels. When the event ends, the door will close and automatically teleport anyone inside of the Aktaari tunnels back to Cheb. Logging out at any point past the stone door will also send you back to Cheb when you log back in. Surviving the Aktaari Swarm event. These egg runs can move fast, depending on the group that shows up. We will primarily want to be lagging behind this mass of players, as we are vastly underpowered for this level 95 area, and will be killed quickly by any of the Aktaari. However, there is also an opportunity for us to gain some combat experience, as long as we remember to use one of our deer abilities at least once every 60 seconds. We also need to remain close enough to earn experience when an Aktaari is killed. Staying alive is going to be our biggest challenge as an underleveled player. Avoiding being hit will be our best strategy for this. Running speed is probably the most important form of survival for an egg run. We are using the sprint speed mods from Positive Attitude from Psychology, as well as Bounding Escape from Deer. We will also be using Bounce Weed and Wolf and Speed potions. There's even more speed for us on our equipment, as we are using the Ring of Jaunty Traipsing, an Amulet of the Rugged Traveler, and a pair of Windstep boots. We will be using all of this speed to try and keep up with the fast-moving group, as well as position ourselves in a way that keeps us from dying. Our damage on this run is going to be paltry compared to some of the other players. But this isn't an issue for most egg runs, as the Zerg mob we are a part of is full of players from a variety of levels. We can attack when it's safe and hang back when it is not. If you die while on an egg run, it's best not to respawn, as you will not be able to rejoin the group without traveling back through the acid pit. And unless you can do this by yourself, you will have to wait for the next egg run. The best thing to do if you are killed is to ask in nearby chat if anyone can resuscitate you. Logging out in the middle of combat can be a good way to escape if death is imminent. We can see this player from our group running back after logging out while inside of the Aktaari Caves. Even though the journey back can be long, it can still be shorter than waiting for a resuscitate when the group is experiencing difficult pulls. Enemies in the Aktaari Cave. The first enemies that we will encounter are the Aktaari Swarmlings. These are the weakest Aktaari, and they will increase in strength as we travel further into the nest. The weakest Aktaari will still kill us in 2 shots. Inside of the first dead-end corridor, we will encounter a night egg. This night egg will spawn a room full of maggot enemies. The night egg is considered an elite enemy, and it can be looted. The night egg can also drop some pretty good items. Just like with the Aktaari, these maggots that the night egg spawns can kill us very easily. The maggots should be avoided. It's better to lag behind and loot when it's safe. The maggots in this first room already took the life of one of our Zerg members. As we continue into the Aktaari Swarm event, we will start to encounter Aktaari Guardians. These Aktaari Guardians are noticeably larger than the Aktaari Swarmlings we first run into. All of the larger Aktaari enemies will be burst reactive. This means that any burst attack, also known as an AoE, will be reflected back at yourself. It's basically thorns for burst attack. The damage from this burst reply cannot be mitigated, so it's best to only use single target attacks against these enemies. This is an Aktaari cock. Attacking an Aktaari cock will make it call for help, and it can bring an entire hallway onto your Zerg run. The cocks wander randomly throughout the dungeon, and it can be unpredictable when they show up. You will want to pull your cock into a safe space before you beat it into sweet release. It usually doesn't take long with these little cocks. Towards the middle of this tunnel, we will encounter a room with the Aktaari Queen. The Queen is surrounded by elite Aktaari Royal Guards. The Queen and the Royal Guards are burst reactive just like the Guardians. You will want to use single target attacks against these enemies. This can be a challenging room, especially if you encounter an unexpected cock. After passing this midway point of the egg run, we will start to see the Aktaari Royal Guards in every room. They can also be looted. The last type of enemy that we will encounter in the Aktaari Caves is the Aktaari Princess. More on her later. How to make money on the egg run. As we enter the first room of the dungeon, we will find our first bar of Zogrite. There are over 30 Zogrite chunks that can be found on this run, and each of them can be collected once every 3 days. Zogrite is used in a variety of late-game currencies, but notably, Zogrite chunks are required to unlock level 90 skills. We will be picking up as many as we can. You can try to find a player to sell your Zogrite chunks to, but it may be worth saving them, as you will eventually need a couple thousand of them if you want to unlock every skill. The Zogrite chunks are located in every room and in most of the dead-end hallways. Just past our first bar of Zogrite, we will find our first royal egg. And every time you find a royal egg, you should smash it like it's the like button. Every time we destroy 3 Aktaari eggs, we will complete a mini-quest and earn a recipe that will be worth around 3,000 councils. We will complete this mini-quest a total of 9 times on this run, but it can be completed up to 10 times. There is also a requirement to kill 3 Aktaari along with the 3 eggs. This will happen automatically if you keep pace with the Zerg. The final and most lucrative way that we will be earning money is by collecting equipment from the elite enemies we encounter while on the egg run. We can loot items off of the Night Eggs, the Aktaari Royal Guards, the Queen, and the Princess. When the Aktaari Swarm event ends, we can also talk to Cheb, who will reward us with a number of items relevant to the progress of our Zerg run before the timer runs out. Typically, groups that finish the egg run with time to spare will log out and then back in to wait at Cheb for their reward. If you leave before collecting the final reward, you will either need to travel back through the acid pit or forfeit your earnings. Completing an egg run. The final boss of this run is the Aktaari Princess. Like her mother, she will be surrounded by Aktaari Royal Guards. This will be the most challenging battle on any egg run, and on this run, our timer will run out immediately after the princess is killed. This is not the end of the dungeon, however, as there are more Zogrite, eggs, and elite Aktaari beyond this final boss. The Zerg run we joined today was not quite powerful enough to complete the entire event. There were notable egg run heroes missing from this playthrough. Longtime players like Bulan, Bombik, or Lyramis may have made this egg run fast enough to complete every section. A larger group of players may have helped as well, but resuscitations can be in short supply as the group starts to struggle. Even though we ran out the timer on this egg run, that is not the case during all egg runs. At the more popular times for egg runs, you can see Zerg parties more than double the size of the group we were in today. Saturdays after the Poetry Jam tend to have a very large turnout. Whether your group finishes with time to spare, or if you are kicked out of the dungeon because the timer ran out, you can expect the egg run to take an hour of your time. The predictability of this dungeon can be a great option for busy players. At the end of most egg runs, there is usually a player to open a portal for everyone to travel back to the casino in. Oftentimes after an egg run, players will clear their inventory, then wait in the casino for the next run. Helping out on an egg run. Even though we aren't doing nearly as much damage as some of the players on this run, we still did our best to get attacks in when it was safe to do so. This was the cause of both of the deaths we had on this run. Both of these deaths were my fault. Learning Resuscitate can be a great way to give back on an egg run. Resuscitate is a first aid ability and can be learned at level 45 from Ygritte Sunvale at Best Friend's favor. She's located at the giant tree and likes these items for favor. As you become more powerful, you will be helping the egg runs in multiple ways. Beyond dealing more damage and helping keep your party alive, you will also learn the habits of the Zerg run. There are parts that are typically more dangerous than others. You may also notice that you spot an Aktaari cock before anyone else. The cocks should always be announced as they are the biggest risk of wiping a group. You can also help with getting people to the acid pit by creating a new character to bind to it, or by binding to the teleportation portal. If you become powerful enough, you may even find yourself leading the egg run Zerg to victory. The Zergs are the best way for a low-level player to reap the rewards of an egg run, and can be a lot of fun. But it is also possible to complete an egg run with a smaller group. I joined Tunechi and Maka on a 3-player egg run, and we were able to kill every Aktaari, take the portal at the end of the tunnel, fight our way back through the acid pit, and return to Cheb in under 32 minutes. All 3 of us were using Tunechi's version of psychology and mentalism. This is a great build for the egg run, but it's not the only one that you can use. A link to this build is down below in the description if you think you might want to try it out on your egg run. If you are level 90 in any skill combination, helping out on the egg run is a great way to earn equipment for your build. Final thoughts and the money we made. We did it. We survived an egg run, and all we really had to do was keep up with the Zerg. The total value of everything we earned was just over 60,000 councils. We earned 31,628 councils in equipment from the elites and from Cheb, 27,735 councils in recipes, and 1,474 councils from looting elites. This totals 60,837 councils earned on this run. It was not an intention of mine while recording this video, but we also earned 2 levels in our deer skill in the time of this egg run. Because of the way that leveling experience scales, we can expect to earn around 2 levels in any skill at any level during an egg run. We also earned favor with Cheb. As we raise more favor with Cheb, he will eventually buy our recipes for full price. After just 1 egg run, Cheb will purchase our recipes for 2,100 councils. We can earn more favor by Cheb by completing more egg runs. We can also check out Cheb's Use tab if there are recipes we want to buy. There are 2 other NPCs that can be good options to sell the recipes to. Flea in Serbuel will offer over 3,000 councils per recipe at Soulmates, and Helena Vaynor in Hogan's Keep will do the same. There are many NPCs you can sell the equipment to. You may not get full value for all of the gear on your first egg run, as you may need to favor up NPCs to be compensated with the full value of the item you are trying to sell. Most of the NPCs that purchase equipment will also take the equipment as favor. If you are not able to get the full value of your items on your first egg run, don't worry. There are egg runs going every day, and if you keep your eye out, you can earn hundreds of thousands of councils in no time at all. The strategies used in this video have been available since the egg run was implemented with the original level 95 update. At the time of recording this video, the game is still in beta. It is impossible to know if all of these strategies will remain constant. If you are viewing this video while the egg run Zergs are still a popular choice, I recommend earning your fill of this easy money. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I'm Professor Cat, and I'll see you in the next egg run.